This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Taylor Kincaid. Welcome in. And Gary, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Let's get to our question today. If a tree limb fell on my car while I was driving down the road, would I have a claim against that business or that property owner?
You know, it's an interesting question because it actually happens. And it's horrifying. You know, that would be your biggest nightmare, that a limb falls on you. But more likely, it's going to happen in a storm over your driveway or tear up your fence or put a tree in your house, you know, on your roof. And so I think the issues are still the same, though. And that is, did the owner of the tree know or should have known of a problem? And it's like any premises case, if they knew or should have known. So they can't just say, well, I was buried my head in the sand and I avoided it. You really have a duty to go look at the trees in your yard and say, that limb looks pretty bad, you know, we got to deal with it. And if you don't, and it's obvious, then you're going to be responsible for it. And so what happens is people complain or talk about it, but they don't document. And the best way really to deal with this, in the old days, it was a certified letter. Now, a text would probably do if you hold on to the text to your neighbor. May not make you best friends, you know, as a neighbor, but sometimes it's necessary. Look, we got to deal with this problem. I've told you there's a problem. You're not dealing with it. If it causes me problems, I'm going to look to you to be responsible for it because I can't go on your property and cut that limb.
Right. And so what if we don't have a specific owner of the tree? Let's say we're driving down the right of way and one of those limbs falls off something in the median or on the side of the road. Well,
usually somebody's responsible for it, right? And if it's on the right of way, if it's a city tree, that's a whole nother bag of issues, you know, when we deal with the city. And we've talked about that over the years. You've got to put the city on notice. You have a certain time frame to do that, as little as a few months. So you can't wait a long time to make these claims. So, you know, if there's a problem you know about, tell the person about it. If it's your problem, deal with it. And if it's the city's, I don't know, you know, that's a whole nother issue that I guess we'll have a lot of different opinions about.
And so who do we contact if we need that help?
Well, you know, if you have questions about this or really anything, we've got so many videos on our YouTube and our website, GaryBruceLaw.com. Hopefully we address a lot of these things. We have done this show a long time, you know, and we've addressed a lot of issues, and most of these have been captured and are available if you have questions. So go to the website, follow us on social media. We're happy to answer questions you've got.
All right, thank you, and we'll see you all on the next Legal Break.
This has been Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.